Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 1, Episode 14 of Delicious in Dungeon. Last we saw, we got Red Dragon 3 and Good Medicine. We find out, well, let's just briefly summarize it. We ran into Zahn's sister, the Orcs, after having almost been crushed to death and having the ghost help us escape through a hole in the Indiana Jones type crushing machine. I don't know what you'd call it, but I've seen it for the first time in my life in Indiana Jones. Since then, I've seen it in other things, but I think the other things I've seen it in were spoofing Indiana Jones. I feel like it was in Operation Condor and other things that are clearly Indiana Jones references. But I mean, I'm sure it's been in other things too, but that's what it reminded me of. The ghosts are our friends, and Zahn's sister, who I don't recall her name. I don't even feel like we got a name. And I was just calling her Zahn's sister, and that's easier. But Zahn was Senshi's friend from the beginning, the Orcs, and they basically at the end said, "We're here for you. We'll help you and assist you. We've all agreed we got to go back up to the surface, regroup, rests, and new weapons and more people." Assuming Namari and Shuro and Nabru, I always forget his name. These people we still haven't come back across. And I said in the last episode, based on the fact we have several more episodes left and now we're going to regroup and get more people, I have to assume that we're going to run back into them sooner than later. We also have the Mad Mage who is in the living painting. The living paintings can come back into effect. I was talking to my brother about this during Easter and saying how cool it is with the living painting aspect. And if we're going to go back up top, we could easily cut back through where the living paintings were. And if we go back into the living paintings, can we manipulate time and change things that happen? Because the Mad Mage was like, "I recognize you. I've been seeing you for decades or generations, however much time had went by in those paintings." We saw him born, and then we saw him get married. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to talk about. Basically, the dragon got pulled away. It looked like it was dragged away when Zahn and Chilchuk, or Zahn's sister and Chilchuk, went searching. Oh, they wanted to get their weapons. They had to go get Laios's sword. Marcel is in bad shape. Marcel looked bad. She was healing up. Chilchuk explained himself to Zahn's sister. He was saying how he does care about his team, but caring about people is what he doesn't want to do. He kind of just wants to go through life and this job of being a rogue thief without having attachments, because when you have attachments, you have things to lose, and then you have things to worry about, and then it ruins the dynamic. So he came clean at the end. He teared up a little, and he told the team, "Listen, I care about you guys." And now we're all a solid unit. Because up until then, Chilchuk was kind of on the outside, and I didn't really know what to think. I figured he felt that way, but I didn't know if he was going to just get freaked out and dip or whatever. So let's jump in. I see this one is called the Sea Serpent, so it isn't Red Dragon 4. We were getting a little carried away with the Red Dragon, but we were still dealing with the Red Dragon at the end. Like I said, it looked like it was dragged away. We also know that Fallon is the Red Dragon. The mage was talking to Fallon like she is the Red Dragon, even though she is also Fallon and was talking like Fallon and had the memories of Fallon. But like I said, let's jump in. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see every episode of Delicious in Dungeon in full up until this one. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. We just finished Avatar, True Detective, and Percy Jackson. On to Fallout and Chucky Season 3 next week. April 10th or 11th starts both of them. We're also finishing Shogun, X-Men 97, Jackie Chan movies every month. Thousands of movies and shows. In the description is the link for Patreon, full unedited everything. If not, Season 1, Episode 14, Delicious in Dungeon. I just chugged an energy drink, and I'm hyper as shit. Oh, and we go right into the theme song. That's a different theme song.
Laios and crew are returning to
And we got the narrator.
Let's go back in time a bit.
We're gonna get a recap. Oh, so maybe this is like a mid-season. This is a flashback.
Are you thinking
I remember this.
Coral!
I know this scent. Elf. Tall man. The ones who
Koro.
stole our treasure.
I had a feeling it was those guys!
Enough for the goat's blood is fine.
That's fair.
Our food is gone! It got stolen by those
Yeah,
guys
I think that's
again!
Mickey Bell.
They always take all our food, but none of our money.
Shouldn't we go after them?
We don't have any food, though.
Not the type of voice
so we
I would
shouldn't
expect
go
out
any
of a
further.
brute like her.
How about we admit defeat for now?
If you promise you won't give up on finding those filthy criminals, then I'm fine to return.
I promise, Ren.
Two of the characters that I
So
pointed
much
out,
fog.
we haven't heard at all.
Hey,
And now we just lost all of our buddies.
this fog didn't occur naturally.
Ooh, it's a fish man. Is that another fish?
A fish man?
It's another fish man.
There are so many of them. Come on!
Looks like a Cthulhu.
This swinging motion.
It's his own
Know it all
people.
too well.
It's his own people.
That's right. This is.
The fog is tricking
Everything's
us.
fine. Just calm down. Daya, the confused one with their weapon drawn is Kuro. The one who ran off is probably Mick.
Rin, stop.
She's already in mid-chant.
Very
The
cool.
only peaceful way to stop a chanting magic user is.
Hey.
It's too bad she looks like a monster.
Yeah, you had to kiss her as a giant
Love it.
fish man. We would have all murdered each other.
That one.
Looks like a turtle.
All right. We surrender.
Wait a
Dirty
minute.
bastards.
They're the corpse retrievers from upstairs.
Yes. I was like, they look
I don't
familiar.
think this reunion is just a coincidence. When you found us, we'd already been revived by someone else.
We should murder these
You're a
fools.
little off base. What we wanted was for you to catch up to the thieves.
We
Quickly from
need to
being
kill
attacked
this
by
dude.
mere monsters.
These dudes are horrible, shitty people.
Well,
How about we make a deal? It'd be wasteful for you to go back empty-handed. Deliver them to the resurrection office. You should earn a decent amount of money.
Those two are just unconscious.
Are they gonna kill their own dudes? Kill them. Kill him. I'm happy that he actually did it. I didn't think he'd go through it, but then I forgot. 3 down.
Humanoids are so easy to deal with. I didn't know about any of this!
Take his head.
That's why I can't forgive people like you.
You gotta be like that. You gotta be that guy. I just didn't think he'd be that guy. Those guys tried to thieve us, and then the guy goes, kill these
Sorry
two.
about
They're
earlier.
my own guys.
It was the first solution I could think of.
And I'll take a cut.
this is just the best we can do for right now.
You're the best.
The Island Lord
Nabru.
only sees this dungeon as a profitable tunnel. Dangerous monsters pour out of the dungeon. We have to lift this place's curse and fast.
Those guys were carrying some pretty valuable things on them.
Let's only take their food and then sink the rest of it.
What?
Yeah, but can't we get money for the bodies? Adventurers rations.
Those guys were eating good.
I guess corpse retrievers get paid a lot. We're dealing with a dwarf and a tall man, and an elf and a half-foot. We might figure it out if we narrow things down.
Maybe it's Donnie and Fiona?
It's hard to believe that those two were able to make it to the 3rd floor.
Wait, you still have that thing on?
Well, yeah, it's evidence.
I'm confident it was
Rin
an
is
elf
constantly
specifically.
playing with her hair. Multiple
See,
times this
is that
episode I
so?
noticed.
It's gotta be the Totem siblings party.
He knows him.
Those two, huh?
Fallon and
really?
Laios.
They didn't seem like the type to want to do crime. Didn't an elf put the ghost ward on us, though?
And those siblings were tall men, weren't they?
It seemed like they were maybe childhood friends or something.
Yes.
Could that be the reason they're recklessly exploring with such
Look
a
at this
small
team is
party?
coming together.
Exactly. It seems like they've been having disputes about goals and income. They must have a new dwarf tagging along.
Do we know exactly who this party consists of?
I'm not positive, but I think the half-foot is Chochuk.
This dude
It
is
the
quality.
totem party.
Since she's famous, she's the child of someone called Weapons Dealer. He disappeared after he was found embezzling money. Ever since that happened, a lot of us dwarves faced hardships.
Mick Barley's right. They smell dangerous.
I know a couple of details about that Shilchuk guy, too. When he makes a contract with someone, he's like, go through the guild and pay me a broker's fee. If the guild found out I hired a kobold, they'd definitely say something to me.
Mick feeds me. He's the best boss I could ask for.
Not all towns speak the same language, you know. Besides, the name Shuro isn't even from my island.
He came to the island with some people from his town.
Love it.
Decided to join the Totem party. Don't think
And
he'd
he's
be
in love with
concerned about
Fallon.
money or danger.
He's trying to put it
creepy
together.
how well you remember things about
Yeah,
people, Cobber.
I love it.
So I really hope it's the Totem's party.
You got some kind of grudge against them?
Yeah, what's that all
They've
about?
done nothing to me personally. It's
Yeah.
a moving story. If I didn't tell you all the rest of
Yeah,
it.
what is the rest? Because there's
They
something
weren't
up.
actually still injured. Now they sell illegally manufactured goods on the island.
What?
I shall bestow my kingdom to whoever defeats the mage. That's why. I really don't think those siblings should be the ones to inherit it.
I think he's misunderstanding
get it,
the
Cobber.
end of
We
that.
already know
but I don't
you're
know.
the only one fit to lead.
I'll
If
pay
we're
attention.
Still having trouble with
closer.
random monsters in here. We've clearly got a long ways to go.
Is he like a priest or something? Like the way he's dressed and everything, he looks like a monk or a...
The real danger's right under our...
Oh, it's the frickin'
Kraken?
Oh, never mind. It's the sea serpent.
Red, get away!
I can't summon her in a situation like this!
Stay calm. You've got to do something, Capro.
Who are you?
Tade!
Oh my god, we got a new group and they look awesome.
My lord!
Oh, it's Shuro! Shuro and his group.
You must be tired. Shall we rest here for a meal? Our lord's being quite bullheaded.
Hein?
It's only because he's
So
head
many
over
new
heels
names.
for that northern woman.
I love this group.
I think if we boiled this, it might be delicious.
Disgusting.
I would like to thank you for saving
I
us.
want all your names.
We would have been goners. May I ask your name?
Yes, thank you.
You may not.
Shuro, it is Shuro, okay.
just passing
I wasn't
through
100%
here.
sure because some people look very similar.
Sorry for eavesdropping, but I think you were looking for a woman? Just as I thought.
Toad and
I was right about
siblings.
that. We may be able to help you out in your search for Fallon Toden.
This dude is slick.
out.
I want the rest of the names
Stop
before we
making that
exit
face
because it's
because
soon.
scary.
And with that, Kabru and his party will be continuing into the dungeon, back to the present with Laios' group.
We hit a dead end.
Another dead end?
I hope we run into
They are
him.
currently lost and on the verge of death.
End of the episode. All right, everybody, that is it for episode 14, Sea Serpent. What a glorious episode. I love that the narrator came back in. We haven't had the narrator in a long time. I can't remember hearing the narrator's voice for at least 3 or 4 episodes. And we start off with Nabru and team, and they're amazing. I honestly knew we'd see them again, but I felt like Nabru and his team weren't that great a team because we saw them get taken out twice and found their bodies unconscious on the ground. So in my head, I think I even said it back in those episodes, I'm thinking these people are expendable in the sense that, do I even want them on our team to help? Namari seems awesome. Shuro seems awesome, even before I saw the end there where he established this whole new team of ninjas and crazy looking samurai people. I only caught 2 of the names. There was Tade and something else, and then Shuro. We didn't get all the rest. I thought when Nabru said, yo, can I get your names? We were going to get a roll call. 1, 2, 3, at least 4 or 5 of them, not even counting Shuro. And 2 of them looked like ninjas. I love the look. I love the way they just jumped in, smoke bomb in the mouth. It's funny because I literally was like, I'm not sure if that's Shuro. The only reason I said that is because every time I assume it's the person I think it is, it's not. Like when we saw Marcel's twin elf girl and it wasn't Marcel's twin, and then I thought Fallon's twin being the mad mage was Fallon in a dark form and it wasn't even the same gender. So I'm like, all right, I gotta stop jumping the gun and assuming people are who they are, because Shuro was more clean cut and in just the green outfit last we saw. Now he's all armored up and he's got some 5 o'clock shadow, some scruff going on. So I'm like, all right, Jay, you can't just assume these people are who they are. And then sure enough, it's Shuro. But they're going to join forces clearly because at the end there, Nabru is like, yo, I know exactly who you're looking for. And I love how they recap the episode and also showed how great Nabru is and his team as well. We got all their names now because I don't think we ever got Daya and Holm. But in the beginning of the episode, we're attacked by fishmen who are ourselves. And I'm thinking, are they going to be silly enough to make this mistake a 3rd time? Because I've already seen them taken out twice and unconscious and robbed. And these dudes come in and are like, yo, here's the deal. You already took 2 of our guys out. They're not even dead yet. But he's like, I won't say nothing. Kill those 2 guys. Return their bodies. You could keep the money. But also I want 30% cut for myself. How horribly shitty and evil are these people? Tried to get us to kill ourselves. Their way to negotiate is, yo, you could continue to kill our people, but not all of us, just 2 of us. And then we also want some of the money? This dude is insane. I thought Nabru was going to go along with it because I'm thinking, do we have a choice? When I say do we have a choice, I'm thinking, is he going to actually just kill these other dudes too? He just takes them all out. 3 people, spear to the head. What was it, a trident? Trident through the neck, kills the one dude, slices the other 2 up. And then the 4th guy who was on his knees begging for mercy, he's like, sorry, I hate people like you. You're evil, shitty people. And I agree. You don't leave people like this around. All they're going to do is come back and try to get you again. I hate in movies and shows. I just dealt with this with something. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, you kill everybody. You don't leave anybody alive. When they're that kind of person, they will come back and kill you again. You just murder them. I was literally just watching a movie and I'm telling the people, I guarantee you this guy's going to come back and try to kill him again. And sure enough, like 2 or 3 more times, this dude just kept coming back. And it happens all the time in movies and shows. When people are that evil and you're on a mission and you have an agenda, I'm sorry, but you kill them and get them out of your way or you're going to have to deal with them multiple times. So we kill them all. The only thing I thought was odd was we took what we needed off of them and then he's like, yeah, just sink the rest because we don't want to be that person. But I feel like at that point, you're not being that person by turning in the corpses or whatever. But at that point, Nabaru also wanted to go deeper into the tunnels and we really aren't going to go back up and return the corpses and all that stuff. So whatever. We run into Shuro and group. He also deduces everything about us. He's like, there were 2 humanoid people, Fallon and Laios, who are the Toden siblings. The only thing is I feel like he got the end of that story wrong because I don't want to believe Fallon and Laios were stealing money, so to speak, or manipulating and pretending other people were injured and then stripping gold, whatever the heck he said. He made it seem like the Todens were bad people as well. And I feel like he mixed something up there because I just don't want to believe they're that kind of people. They also had Mikbel say that Chilchuk was a greedy little bastard, but he kind of was if you think about how he dealt with things. But now we know he's changed too. They deduced that Namari used to be with them, and now they have Senshi because it was a different dwarf in their party, and there's an elf, which they said they saw, blah, 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 blah. Great, amazing, fantastic. Nabaru went from me thinking like if he joins us because what good are they going to be? I mean, we're always stronger in numbers, but I was thinking how much better are we going to be? But now we see all of them are helpful. Nabaru is very helpful, but all of them have a purpose. We had a summoner and everything else, and now Shuro and company are here. If we all team up, we could have a party of like 15 plus people, and all of them have different skills and looks and abilities, and I love it. So I'm going to go edit this up. Oh, also, we also got a new intro and a new exit, and I feel like that is because we jumped back into the narrator, and now we're seeing like a different aspect through Nabaru, and we only got our team at the end there for a little bit. So I don't know how many episodes are left, but for them to change the intro and the exit at episode 14, I feel like we've got a lot of episodes left, which is awesome. I almost feel like it's like a mid-season break. So maybe we had another 13 episodes. Maybe there's like 26 episodes of this first season, which would be fantastic. Want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these in full as soon as I watch them. They go up over there on Patreon. We're also doing Shogun, X-Men 97, Hell of a Boss, The Shield, Fallout, and Chucky Season 3 are starting next week. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Jackie Chan movies every month. Thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. In the description is the link for Patreon. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.